Hey, what's up, YouTubers? I just want to make a little short video on residency in Guatemala. About a year and 3 months ago, I started my residency process for Guatemala, which for me was the temporary residency. And once I got all my paperwork filed and with my lawyer at his office, and then filed at the government offices, the whole process took about 3 months before I got it stamped in my passport. And just an update, it's been about a year since then, or a year and 3 months, well no, a year and 6 months maybe, but to tell people how long it took me to apply for and get accepted for the permanent residency was about a year and 3 months. I just want to update people on the fact that things before were being processed quite fast, but now things have slowed down quite a bit because of, you may have heard of the controversy with the previous, administration. They had a lot of corruption problems, a lot of scandals in the press, and the president, or the former president, stepped down. And Guatemala had elections, and they have a new president now, but they fired about maybe half the employees at the migration office. That's my understanding anyways. And not only that, all over the country, a lot of government employees apparently aren't getting paid. I'm not sure if that's because they're contract employees or what, but that's what I heard. If you're a contract employee, you don't get paid. So not much work is getting done, and with the employees that are getting paid, it takes twice the time to get things done. So right now in Central America, Guatemala being one of the easiest places to get a legal second residency for a North American or European, wherein once you get your permanent residency, you can get your DPI and travel anywhere in the C4 countries for just with your DPI. You don't even need a passport. So just to give a heads up to people on what's realistic and how long it takes. It's about a year and a half, or it could be a year and a half, could be longer. It's just a really luck of the draw, who your lawyer is, and what's going on, and if they're able to hire more employees to process more applications. And I just wanted to let people know that if you're on the fence about applying for your temporary residency or your permanent, you might want to get going, because they're starting to close off a lot of the, we're reluctant to say loopholes, but they're starting to make it tougher to qualify to become a resident here in Central America. And just as a side note, once you get your Guatemalan passport, it's very, well, not easy. Yeah, it's actually pretty easy if you know the process to get a residency based on your Guatemalan residency in Europe. So if you're looking for a European passport, you can not get an instant passport in Europe, but get a residency which will lead to a passport. And all these these processes are being slowed down, or I don't know how to put it, but the U.S. government's putting pressure on countries all over the world to make it harder for Americans to get residency and legal passports. So if you're on the fence, get going. I'm not sure what the future holds, but in the next few years, I think there's going to be another economic crisis, and you might want to consider that too.